Let me just put these down here. I'm Shelley and welcome to The View from Where I Am. Today's video is going to be my September and October reading wrap up. And these are most of the books that I read in those 2 months. I'm not great at giving reviews of books, so it's probably mostly me reading from Storygraph, which is one of the apps I use for recording all my reading. And let's see, the first one I read in September is this one right here, I Love You to Death. This is the 16th book in a cozy mystery series by Lynn Cahoon. And this series is in the small town called South Cove in California. And it's centered around main character Jill Gardner, the owner of a coffee shop / bookstore called Coffee, Books, and More. And I've really enjoyed this book as I did. I read all the other books in this series. And it's just a little bit of romance, usually a murder in each book, but it's just a cozy mystery, so it's not anything descriptive or gory. And really enjoyed this book. The next one that I read actually was an audiobook. I listened to the audiobook for this one, and it's The Widow's Guide to Dead Bastards. And this is a memoir written by Jessica Waite. And it's the description on Storygraph says, The Widow's Guide to Dead Bastards by Jessica Waite is a deeply moving and unflinchingly honest memoir that will resonate with readers who have experienced loss, betrayal, and the complexities of grief, making it a powerful and poignant read for those who appreciate raw emotional storytelling. So, in the description, a widow's life is turned upside down when she uncovers the truth about her late husband. In this lyrical, witty, and deeply moving memoir of tragedy and betrayal in the midst of mourning her husband's sudden passing. So I really enjoyed this one. I gave that one, I believe it was a 4-star. The next book I read is this one, All This and More by Peng Shepherd. I've read her other 2 books, and this one, her books are, they're more dystopian and mystery, and I've read her other 2 books, and so I think if you've read any of her other books, I think you'll enjoy this one. The description here is, All This and More by Peng Shepherd is a captivating read for fans of intriguing, interactive storytelling who enjoys exploring the complexities of life choices, reality TV, and the human desire for a second chance, making it a perfect fit for readers who crave a unique, immersive, and emotionally resonant experience. And I like this one because when I was young, I read the Choose Your Own Adventure books. So, like, when you get so far into the book, you read a couple chapters and you'll have a choice to make. And depending on what choice you make, you go to a different page, and the story kind of branches out from there. So, yeah, I really like this one too. The next book I read was an audiobook as well, and it's called Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. It's a very short book. The audiobook was only like a couple hours long, but it's also being made into a movie, I believe. And this book is, the description was, it's 1985 in an Irish town during the weeks leading up to Christmas. Bill Furlong, a coal and timber merchant, faces into his busiest season. As he does the rounds, he feels the past rising up to meet him and encounters the complicit silences of a people controlled by the church. and it's the things he starts thinking about with what is going on in his town and why people are keeping silent about things. It was a really good story for only a couple hours long, and I'm planning on watching the movie when it comes out as well. All right, the next book I read was The Crescent Moon Tearoom by Stacy Savinsky. And I believe this is a debut novel. I actually had an eARC, or advanced reader's copy, of this one from Simon and Schuster Canada, and I ended up purchasing a physical copy for myself afterwards because I wanted to support the author. And this one is described as a delightful and enchanting read that will captivate fans of magical realism, sisterly love, and self-discovery, making it a perfect fit for readers who adore uplifting stories about the power of family bonds, destiny, and the pursuit of one's true potential. And I really enjoyed this one. It's like family, a little bit of romance, and it's a really like cozy, witchy read. Great for October month, which was when I started to read this one. And the next book I read is called Sweetland by Michael Crummy. This is by a Newfoundland author, and it is set in Newfoundland. I believe this is actually the first book I read of his. I decided to pick it up because it was made into a movie. I haven't seen the movie, but I would like to see it. And this book is for readers who appreciate poignant explorations of the human spirit, community, and the complexities of cultural heritage. This haunting and introspective novel that will resonate deeply with those who value stories of resilience, love, and enduring power of memory. In this book, for 12 generations, the inhabitants of a remote island in Newfoundland have lived and died together. Now, in the second decade of the 21st century, they are facing resettlement, and each has been offered a generous compensation package to leave. But the money is offered with the proviso: everyone has to go. But there's one person who doesn't want to leave, and that's Moses Sweetland. And that's the book is basically about him and the rest of the people on this island. The next book I don't have a physical copy. A Memory Called Empire by Arcady Martine. Hopefully that's how you pronounce her name. I read this book as part of a book club. And let me see, this one, I think it's part of a duology, the Texicalian series. This is A Memory Called Empire by Arcady Martine is a gripping and immersive read that will captivate fans of science fiction, particularly those who enjoy complex, intriguing explorations of colonialism, politics, and identity, as well as LGBTQ plus themes and intricate, suspenseful plots. I don't usually read a lot of science fiction. I find there's a lot that just goes over my head. So I find with my memory retention, I don't retain a lot of it, but I really enjoyed this book and the storyline. And I just may pick up the second one in the series. I also listened to the audiobook of this one because I find with science fiction there are a lot of names that are used that are a different language, of course, so it's hard to pronounce, so I usually just get the audiobook like I did with this one. The next book I read, this one's October as well, and this one is Practical Magic. I'm sure everyone has heard of Practical Magic by now, and this is actually, I never did read this book. I watched the movie before, probably years ago, so I finally decided to pick up the book and read it. And of course, this is a a witchy, cozy family story. And it's a bewitching and enchanting read that will cast a spell on readers who adore stories of sisterly love, magic, and the transformative power of female relationships, making it a perfect fit for fans of heartwarming and mystical tales of the human spirit. So I really like this one. I'm sad it took me so long to pick it up and read. And if you haven't read it, I really think you should. The next book, this was a big one. The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. This one is a gripping and emotionally nuanced novel that will captivate readers who enjoy complex family dramas, layered mysteries, and intriguing explorations of class, identity, and the secrets that shape our lives, making it a perfect fit for fans of literary fiction and historical thrillers. I really enjoyed this one. I'm not sure I would call it, I don't know if it's more mystery than thriller, but I enjoy the different points of view and the different timelines. It just kept me moving through the story. And there wasn't a place where you would slow down. You just wanted to, every time I put it down, I just wanted to pick it up again and keep reading. So I really enjoyed this one. And the ending was different. I've seen some reviews. Some people didn't like the ending. Some people did. I think I did. Right. The next book I read is The Treasure Hunters Club by Tom Ryan. This one I also received in early advanced reader's copy from Simon and Schuster Canada, and I also purchased a physical copy myself afterwards. And this one is described as a gripping and riveting mystery that will captivate readers who crave a suspenseful tale of family secrets, hidden treasures, and unexpected connections, making it a perfect fit for fans of mystery and thriller enthusiasts who enjoy complex characters, intriguing plots, and a dash of LGBTQ plus representation. This one is set in a seaside town, which those type of books I really enjoy. And there was a great friend group in this one as well. And there was a couple different timelines that went back and forth, so I enjoyed different timelines, keeps the story moving as well, and really enjoyed the mystery in this one. The next one, I'm a bit behind the game with this one. This is the second book in the All Souls series, Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. This is magic and mystery and romance in this world of witches, vampires, and of course they go back into the past, so there is historical fiction woven in, and I'm really enjoying the story, and I plan on reading the third book soon. The next one, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. This one is a perfect fit for readers who adore cozy, lighthearted, and romantic stories set in charming small towns, especially those who crave fall vibes, a grumpy sunshine dynamic, and a guaranteed happy ending. I really enjoy seasonal reads. I think this is the first book I've ever read by her. This one was set in the fall, of course, and she has more books in the series. I don't normally read romances that have spice in them, but there wasn't a lot. There wasn't too much, so I think I will read more from her books. I really did enjoy the storyline of this one as well. The last one that I read in October. This is a new one by Sophie Kinsella, What Does It Feel Like? And this one is very short, but it does pack a punch. It's heartbreaking, but it is uplifting, and there is hope in the story as well. And this is a heartwarming and absorbing novel that will resonate deeply with readers who have experienced loss, are navigating complexity of recovery, or are seeking a story that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the power of love and family. And I really enjoyed this story, and I think if you get a chance, you should pick it up. And that is it for my September-October reading wrap-up. Hope that wasn't too bad, too painful. If you read any of those books, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of them. And I'll be back next video probably with some of the books I bought or acquired in September and October. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.